Philip Alvarado. Stephanie Goodell.
Stand up the whole time. I know.
Well, wait till
CJ Clark. Nathan Cummings. Joshua Davis. Melanie Denders. Brandon East. Susie Eaton.
She's said.
Robert Bauer.
Maybe she should go back up there.
You're looking for any reason.
Amy Rice.
She does. She was sales.
Shelly Howe. Ebony Houston. Mike Marini. Valerie Leone. Michelle Medina.
She's all legs.
Jeremy Osler. Chris Youngie. Shonda Hoffman. Martin Ramirez. Raymond Rea. Jason Reed. Josh Rock. Elsa Regalado. Brina Sanchez. Ian Scott.
Miss Prophet crying.
James Goldberg. Greg Thomas. Caesar Valle. Minden Bowe.
High school readiness test, Johnny Tremaine, and the dreaded Golden State exam. These were some of the stresses we've had to deal with over the past year.
Throughout the years, the pressures and anxieties in our lives have become greater. Yet we have grown stronger and more confident that one day we may succeed in those dreams that we have struggled to fulfill for so long. Our experiences here may mean little to us now, but someday we will see how much our lives were affected here. Our teachers have given so much of their time and energy. They have struggled just as we have, so that we may be successful in all our endeavors.
Each of us has been influenced in a special way by being given something by our teachers. It has been a lesson in Pythagorean theorems or help understanding the Civil War. Maybe it was an ear to listen, a shoulder to cry on, a reprimand for not always working our hardest, or just a smile and hope to brighten the day. No matter how small our problems or how big our worries, the teachers here have made us feel like we're special in every way.
All of us sitting here today have worked hard to get where we are. We have struggled with our families, our friends, and the trials of being a teenager these days. Yet, let us stop to think how lucky we are that we have received such a good education at such a fine school. Here at RMMS, we have been taught many things, made many friends, and have been prepared for the next step in our lives, high school. Someday we will be great things. We can all succeed and become whatever we wish to be. If we have made it this far, it is quite easy to say we can make it further.
We are the future.
We are our dreams.
We are the 8th grade class of 1997.
And the high school graduating class of 2001.
Our last speaker today is our ASB president, Brady Bloom.
Ruth Musser Middle School, class of 1997. Change your tassels.
Oh, sorry, I got a little carried away. A few years ago, quite a few actually, my mother tells me that I came home for my first day of kindergarten looking pretty tired. She asked me if I learned very much that day, to which I replied, "Ma'am, I gotta go back again tomorrow." And that is true of us too. We gotta go back again in the fall. But our return will not be to Ruth Musser Middle School. It will be to a different school, to new teachers, to new experiences, to perhaps even new friends. We have many things ahead of us, many things we must accomplish before we actually change our tassels. Today, as we are leaving Ruth Musser, it seems appropriate that we must look back on our years and here and remember the events. Can you remember the opening of our brand new school, dissecting an owl pellets in Mrs. Parker's class, the whale walks in 6th grade, medieval times in 7th grade, Vice Principal Mr. Van Fleet, Vice Principal Mr. Rankin, and now our Vice Principal Mr. Murphy. Isn't that a high turnover, Mr. Soder? Football, basketball, volleyball, competitive cheer, drama, ASC, and band. These are some of the big events we will probably never forget. But there are others too. The hug in the hall when someone is feeling bad. The teacher who stays late to help us even understand the Pythagorean theorem. The kindness shown to students who have experienced difficult things in their personal lives. All of these things remind us of our past here at RMMS. We can always look back on these memories and remember that Ruth Musser is truly a great school. I am very grateful that I have served as your student body president this past year. I appreciate the ways this helped me grow personally, but more importantly, I have learned that there is true greatness here at Ruth Musser. Beginning with Mr. Soden, our great principal, who has genuinely been a friend to all of us. The great administration and office staff, the great teachers who have sacrificed many hours on our behalf, and of course, the great students of Ruth Musser Middle School. We will not be saying goodbye to our years here at the school today, for we will be taking these years with us. They have become a part of who we are and who we will become. Thank you, Ruth Musser Middle School.
In closing, what am I going to remember about you guys? Okay. Each class has a different personality, different characteristics, but I think this class stands out in a couple different areas. I think the one word that I would describe for this class would be talented. You guys have brought so much talent to this school. We developed our motto, tradition for excellence. You guys have moved that up to another plateau this year with all of the accomplishments that you guys have provided. The last 2 weeks, we've had really a great opportunity to share all of the successes. This started out with a band concert last week, in which our wind ensemble received a standing ovation. Outstanding band. They went to a regional festival, and they really have brought the Ruth Musser Middle School Performing Arts Department up another level. The other event that we had last week was our promotion dance. And this really is a tribute to our parents. You guys received a promotion dance that is probably second to a high school grad night activity. This place was just fabulously decorated, and parents, I know there's a lot of involvement for that. Again, as a tribute to your love for these kids and your appreciation for their successes. Last Tuesday night we had an award night for our 8th graders, and we had 65 students that received recognition for a lot of different awards and grade point averages and citizenship. So I'd like to have those 65 people please stand and be recognized in front of all your peers. The one really true test of how good a class is the famous Disneyland trip. And this is one where everybody has their cell phones, and we make sure that we have communications with everyone. The big scary thing is, are these kids going to check in at 1 o'clock? Are they going to check in at 4 o'clock? And what's going to happen if they don't? And we want the death penalty to the ones that don't. And of course, at 7:45, they need to be in the right place. It was really interesting to see the attitudes of the teachers. They're saying, don't worry about it. These kids are great. These kids will handle it. And they did. And that's really a true characteristic of you guys. You guys handled the responsibility. You guys had a good time. And you had gained the confidence of all your teachers that you're someone that can handle that responsibility and do a good job. Many of the things that I can still remember is the grade level assessments were extremely high. Essay contests, we have students that will achieve, receive $1,700 that pay for part of our staff doctors here. Time and time again, what a fabulous performance that you guys put on. About our cheerleading club, where they began and how they ended was just fabulous. They were ranked number 10th in the state. And our ASB, what an experience it was to work with you guys. You guys ran this Perez Gilbert Ragged. You guys were knocking on my door almost every day, saying, sign in, we got to do this, we do this. And it was just something that really provided all the students a lot of activities and all those extracurricular activities that make school a real enjoyable place to be. What about next year? Next year is, you don't even have a challenge ahead. They say 9th grade is your hardest year. We hope that we have prepared you, we feel confident that we have prepared you, have great teachers at Ruth Musser Middle School. We found from our students that have already gone through the high school that they have been very successful. But there's some things that you need to do, and I feel confident you will do. One is you need to study and make sure that you do your homework. The second thing is you need to have your parents support you, and you need to listen and talk to your parents. And you also need to listen and talk to your friends. Parents, they're not going to tell you they need you, but the next 4 years, they will need you more than they ever have before. As friends, that's another characteristic that I've really seen with this class. You guys have made real close friends, strong friendships, and you have carried each other through some good times, and you've also carried each other through bad times. That's very important as you get into high school, that you maintain those friendships and you also support each other through those bad times. One of the things that I've seen with this class that I really want to express to you to carry on in high school is getting involved in some type of activity. That's one of the goals that we've had at Ruth Musser, is that each student is connected with the school. It's also very important in high school that sports, drama, and any types of clubs get connected, because that's where your support is. And I have all the confidence in the world, the teachers have all the confidence in the world, that you guys will all be successful. And to conclude this, parents, I would like to introduce, it's not for the first time someone ought to do this, but the graduating class of year 2001. We're going to have the students exit the most perfect room here. They will go back to the home class. They will pick up their diploma, their promotion certificate, and their report cards, and the teachers will escort them back to our lunch area. So parents,